Welcome to Gregg Measure-It with OnScreen. Measure-It with OnScreen is a measuring takeoff program for construction estimators needing to calculate area, length, and count items on electronic plans and images. We are not just a speedy takeoff software. We are business software that teaches cash flow at estimate time. The program will show you what jobs you should take and just how low you can go to take a contract and stay in business. Let's look at the tools and menus we will use. On the top row of the menu list, the important selection you need to know is the Pan Window drop-down button, showing various window size options including a full screen option that can be selected from multiple monitors. On the top toolbar, the first icon group lists the program types that can use and have activated if purchased. Rocket, specializing in stone fabrication, tile, and any other measuring for most all other crafts. Floor-It, for carpet, sheet goods, and all other measuring. And Measure-It, our standard program for all crafts. The second group changes the methods for measuring, on-screen or digitizer mode. If you currently have a board digitizer hooked up to your computer, it will work with our program. The third group is to open and close Excel. The last group is to open and close and save plan images, to report program information, and to close the main program. The second toolbar has the program function buttons, which are also included in the right-click menu. The right toolbar starts with the text font size selection box, an unlimited pen color selection palette, and 7 different pen widths for drawing lines and marking your drawings up for field use. There are 40 standard fill colors in an unlimited color fill palette under the selection More Colors. The fill color shows up in the background of the color box. There is a texture selection drop-down with 7 textures to choose from. Textures and fill colors can be used separately or together to identify materials and product direction. The zoom feature ranges from 0 to 500%. The user can slide the tab up or down or select the percentage number to zoom instantly. The status bar on the bottom shows the current function status and the totals for area, length, or count. It shows the scale that was set. The yellow frame around the image is an auto scroll bar. If an area is not in full view, the user can set the mouse tip on the yellow scroll bar and the image will start to move in the direction you're measuring. If you scroll too far, you can hit the Alt key to reverse your scrolling. To start, let's select Open Image. At the bottom of the Open Image file is a drop-down list to show the common file types that are commonly used that we support. We currently support the common formats used in the industry today, from JPEG, PDF through the Cartesian CPCs. Or we can select View All Supported Format to see all file types in the window. In the Open Image dialog, you can select to see a list or show thumbnails. Select the file needed for measuring in the middle window. The first dialog box allows you to rotate the image, zoom if needed, and to set the scale in order to start measuring. We'll use this 13-foot 1-inch dimension and start. The next dialog box appears. It asks you what measuring mode you want to start with. We'll select area. Before we start measuring, I will open Excel and show you the pricing program and how it's receiving information. On the bid page or summary page, 4 materials have been placed for measuring floor, base, wall, and trim in type A and type B. To start any project, the user must know the material line items that are needed to measure. On the room finish schedule, I've placed a room list that I need to follow room by room from the legend. I then go to the takeoff page. I select Ctrl L to pull up the legend list I typed in, hit enter, and I'm ready to start measuring. I'm going to go back to Planet. I'm going to pan to the area where I would like to measure a room, and we will select a starting point. In this area, I will go around the room, and you see that we get labeled line links as we go. I will right-click Hit Add to finish. After close, the room gets filled and textured, and the room area label shows in the middle. The polygon area and the perimeter link totals are now at the bottom status bar. I can right-click, go to the data form, and in this data form, the area is automatically typed in for me, shown at the top. The program measured in area mode, so the program automatically places the area footage in the text box for our area to help the user. If the program was in link or count mode, those would have been automatically entered. Select the material type that was measured and select OK, and that item's now in the pricing program, and that's it for each item. If the next item was to measure base for that room, I would select length mode, remove the door, and ask for the data form again. Now length is typed in for you. I select the material and hit enter. It's that fast and easy. We've captured our data. It's in the pricing program and done. Each time we go back to on-screen and we select an item. If we have a trim piece, a threshold, all we do is select the item, we'll put a 1 count in, select the trim, and it's in. That's how fast it is to measure with our program. To enter a new room, skip a few lines, select Control L to get your room legend. We will now have a new room to put into the estimate. For those who need to measure an on-site project and complete estimates without having actual electronic files or plans, we can create a client sign-off sheet with the pricing and a drawing on the fly. I've opened a measuring grid to create a drawing on your mobile computer at the job location. We are in area mode. If I want to replicate that object, I'll start on the grid. I can see the line label, and we can replicate the job site dimensions for any room or area that needs to be measured. Once this area is drawn, I right-click, I hit Add, it draws the area for me, and I'm able to send it into the project just as I did with electronic files. Once the items are drawn, the user can give a price and the drawing approved by the client on the spot. Remember, the Planet program can switch to digitizer mode and do the same measuring functions using paper plans and with a digitizer board. When the takeoff is finished, go back to the bid page summary and start at the top of the bid to complete the project. Right now we're running a project that's around $919.53. The bid is finished when the labor's been placed and the takeoff is completed. For a more depth demonstration on pricing, watch the pricing program video. Call Gregg Software to have an online go-to meeting today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, call our office at 713-854-4489.